With the years of the Depression now fading into the past, with recovery definitely underway and the great victory clearly in sight, the nation begins slowly to realize that out of all the misery and horror of those many months, there is now emerging a vast planned achievement, an achievement of everlasting benefit to the American people. Never in all history has any people builded on a scale so colossal. The Public Works program of dam construction, typified by the mighty Grand Coulee on the upper Columbia River, is a program of such immensity as to be almost inconceivable. A program assuring a fertile promised land where only arid stretches now exist. A program assuring limitless power from which may rise a new and vaster industrial empire, bringing prosperity equally to all the people of the 48 states. Grand Coulee alone will provide irrigation for more than 1 million acres of barren land. It will be the largest hydroelectric power development possible on the continent of North America. And yet, Grand Coulee is only one of the many gigantic power and irrigation projects scattered throughout all parts of the country, which will stand guard through the centuries over the vital water resources of the nation. Under the Federal Works program, the enormous water conservation and irrigation projects, which had their inception at the lowest ebb of the Depression, have involved the expenditure of hundreds of millions of dollars, the purchase of countless carloads of materials, and have given widespread employment and WPA paychecks to hundreds of thousands of American citizens. Another massive link in Uncle Sam's chain of dams was forged in 1933. East of the Continental Divide and high in the northeastern section of Montana near the headwaters of the Missouri, the gigantic Fort Peck Dam will rear its bulk to check the angry waters of the Missouri in flood time as they surge on to add to the devastation in the lowlands of the Mississippi Basin. To the thousands who have experienced the terror of flood, who have seen their homes and property destroyed, the savings of a lifetime swept away in a single night of horror, to those who live in actual fear of death from the blind fury of nature, the government's vast water projects are a lasting guarantee of safety, which overshadows every other consideration. On the lower reaches of the Colorado River Gorge, in the arid and desolate section discovered in 1540 by the explorer Hernando d'Alarcon, stands Boulder Dam. The world has showered it with words of praise. It is hailed as the eighth wonder. Americans see it as a lasting symbol of the power and might of their country, something which they may hold up to the eyes of the world and be proud. Actually, the ultimate possibilities of its enormous electric power plant, its irrigation and water conservation system are beyond exact calculation at present. Homes, factories, plants, and communities lead to the development of a southwestern empire around the nucleus of Boulder Dam. Locks on the Mississippi. From upper Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico, this far-reaching project of flood control and navigation, sponsored by the Engineer Corps of the United States Army, creates a series of locks and dams, built largely by relief labor, to harness and hold in check the swirling, muddy waters of the Mississippi on its almost annual rampage. Old Man River, he just goes rolling along. But he won't roll over farm and countryside in the future, as he has in the past. No longer will defenseless communities suffer devastation and death when his turgid, sullen waters swell with the melting snows of spring. Another epoch in the history of the mighty Father of Waters is being made possible under the Works program. Since its discovery by De Soto centuries ago, the river has throughout the years been an outlet for the commerce of the nation, from the Great Lakes to the sea. The maintenance of a 9-foot channel brings from the pages of history and fiction, from the pages of Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn, picturesque carriers of bygone days, to carry on a tradition of more than a generation ago, to carry it on perhaps to a rebirth in the future, a new life on the Mississippi. In the silence of the high Sierras, the roar and clatter of thousands of horsepower foretells the completion of the mammoth Bonneville Dam and Power Project, another link in the chain of giants created under the Public Works program. As Uncle Sam's answer to the challenge of the Depression, the names of Boulder, Grand Coulee, Fort Peck, and Bonneville stand without equal in the annals of engineering achievement for all time. Together they will reclaim areas of land greater than the territories of whole nations. Their combined electric power output will rival the greatest forces known to man. Their benefits will be the inheritance of future generations. They stand as enduring monuments to the valiant battle of a great people against the combined forces of a worldwide depression.